Hey everyone, welcome back to Rainbow Tarot UK. I am Nev and it's lovely to be having you here for this pick a card reading. And today we are doing your person's current thoughts and next move with you. What's going to be their next action? So we've got our three piles to choose from. We have pile number one, which is this card, which is the abundance card. See that a little bit closer there. All right, with the pink Howlite. And then pile number two, which is a card that says mysteries. I'll bring that a little bit closer so you can see it. Okay, with the blue lace agate here. And then pile number three, which is the card that says Serenity. There we go, and the Turratilla agate here. So those are your three piles for today's reading. Go for the one that feels right, and I'll see you really, really soon in your reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number one, welcome back to your reading. So today we are doing your person's current thoughts about you, about the connection, and also what's going to be their next move or what's going to be their next action. So you chose to come into the reading under this card, which is the card of abundance here. And it says, the chalice overflows with potential. Drink from it and prosper. Okay, all right, let's put that there. With also the pink Howlite crystal here, or stone. There we go, I'm going to put that there so we can see it in our reading, or maybe just here actually. There we go. Lovely. All right, so let's get straight to it. How are you doing? How is everyone? I hope you're all good. Sending you lots of love and light. And we are going to start off, I think, today by just looking at their current thoughts. And also, as I do that, I just want to remind you it's a general reading. Just take the messages that feel right. It's also great for whenever you're watching it, whether you're watching it a year down the line or straight away. And lastly, if you feel like you like the reading and you want to give it a like, just hit that like button. Takes literally less than 5 seconds. Or the subscribe and the notification bell, then that would be brilliant. It would really, really help me out, and I could, feel like I'm confident in carrying on doing readings like this one. But let us begin. So we are going to ask for pile number one. What is their person's current thoughts about them and the connection? What is pile number one's person's current thoughts? Excuse me. I've had a bit of a cough for a few weeks now. You might have noticed if you watch my readings. And I am getting it checked out, but it's just taking a little bit of time to heal. So, what is pile number one's person's current thoughts right now? Or pile number one's person's current thoughts about pile number one and the connection. I feel like it's that one slipping out there. Let's have a look and see. So we have reconciliation. Oh my goodness, okay. Reconciliation. So learn to reconcile with yourself. I mean, they might literally be thinking, for some of you, they might literally be thinking about reconciliation if it's a situation that requires reconciliation, or you're in separation or something like that. They might be wanting with the abundance card to, create it again, for it to be overflowing with love again. But they might be thinking that they need to, with the learn to reconcile with yourself, they might be thinking that there's certain things within themselves, that they need a certain shadow element within themselves that they need to assimilate, that they need to own up to, that they need to kind of merge, deal with, whatever, that could be affecting the connection for some of you as well. So maybe there's some, their current thoughts are that there needs to be some, they need to learn a little bit, or they need to grow a little bit, or heal a little bit in some way for you and for the connection. Let's have one more. What are their current thoughts, please? What are their current thoughts? What are their current thoughts, please, about pile number one and the connection? What are their current thoughts? I feel like it's that one there. Oh, got two. Wasn't expecting two, but I'm just going to go with it. So we have got transformation, card 39, with the, this is our flower deck. This flower is called the Pohutukawa. Now, I've probably said that completely wrong. But I think it's Pohutukawa. So I'm not sure. If you know that flower in particular and you know how to pronounce it, then please let me know. Healing. Madonna Lily. Okay, so there's a lot of it around healing, transforming, dealing with your shadow, dealing with triggers, trying to overcome those, trying to heal within themselves, and maybe have a situation with you that is going to be abundant again, possibly for some of you. Okay, so let's get out the tarot now. So what are their current thoughts about pile number 1 and the connection? What is pile number 1's person's current thoughts about pile number 1 and the connection here? What are their current thoughts, please, about pile number 1 and the connection? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move these up, actually, and that might be better. Okay. What are their current thoughts about pile number 1 and the connection? So we have got the 2 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, what are the current thoughts? The 6 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, yeah, there's definitely a feeling of thoughts of revival somehow, of revival in this connection. With the Knight of Wands being the overarching energy, they're thinking of the desire that they have for you still. So this is still, the Knight of Wands is a card of desire. It is also a card of action. So they might be thinking of action or taking action in this situation. They feel a strong attraction for you. So they're thinking that they are very attracted to you, that they desire you, that there's a huge chemistry between the 2 of you. You might really kind of like physically sort of do it for them. Now, it could be that they, with the 2 of Wands, this is sort of like a card here, waiting. This person is waiting. It could be that they're choosing you over something else, because there's 2 Wands here. So sometimes that can be a choice of 2 things. So maybe they're choosing, but we've got all these references to travel here, haven't we? We've got the camper van, the little VW, we've got the globe. So maybe they are thinking of taking action to come towards you if you're far away from them, maybe geographically, or maybe you're in another continent or another country or something like that. And there's a lot of missing you, I think, a lot of wondering about you. This might just symbolise you're far away from them. Not necessarily all just geographically, but you feel distant. And they are wondering about you, right? And maybe they're now choosing you, or maybe they're thinking of choosing you. The 3 of Pentacles is a card of collaboration. So it tells me that they do want to work with you. For sure. Maybe there's been a 3rd element in the connection here. But I feel like in this instance it's more like collaboration. The 6 of Swords is about moving away from trauma and turmoil and drama and things that aren't calm. And it's a movement into calmer waters. So I feel like this person is thinking that they want to move, and you've got the healing card, you've got learn, excuse me, reconciliation and learn, from past mistakes possibly. So I feel like maybe there's been some turbulence in the situation, or some upset or something like that, or it's just gone through some rocky times or a rocky patch. And with the Ace of Cups, they're thinking of, renewal, of having a new beginning, a new start in love. And it could be because they have had some kind of healing within themselves. They have, if you've been in separation for example, they may have taken time to, like I say, look at themselves, deal with the shadow aspect of themselves, assimilate it and learn to accept that, and know what's acceptable, what isn't acceptable behaviour in a connection. And they've kind of learned they've done some self-growth, and they now feel better in themselves. They're vibrating higher within themselves, and they want to have a connection with you which vibrates higher, in a higher on a higher wavelength, if you like, because right next to it you've got the Queen of Cups, which is, you know, I mean, she is somebody who is completely emotionally intelligent. She is somebody who's totally in touch with their feelings, somebody who's very caring and compassionate, and also very relaxed here in this particular Queen of Cups. So I'm thinking this person is thinking that they maybe want to transform the situation so that it's more loving, it's more caring, it's more heart-centered. You're both taking care of your own hearts and also the sort of joint heart of you and them. Now, the Knight of Wands is, like I say, passion, desire, attraction. So this person feels a lot of passion, desire, and attraction. Currently, for some of you, maybe this person was selfish or has been selfish in the past or hasn't really had much of a heart connection to you. But now they're thinking that maybe they need to offer that to you, or they want to offer that to you. They want to offer a more heart-centered connection with you. They want to make the connection deeper, not just based on physical attraction. Or so maybe they're thinking that they need to widen their horizons when it comes to you, to get out of maybe a stuckness. Maybe it was in a stuck situation of being just about physical, God, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, just physical satisfaction. So maybe they're realising it needs to be more than that, really. So that's what I've got in terms of their current thoughts. So we have got, what have we got here? So we've got Aries energy, we've got Capricorn energy, we've got Aquarius, and we've got all of the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, as well as all of the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So, okay, so let's have a charm. What are their current thoughts? What are their current thoughts about pile number one in the connection? They're definitely very sort of attracted to you. There's a lot of attraction here, but there's also, you know, a learning, a realisation, understanding that there needs to be kind of more love, and also this idea of developing the connection from a seed to something that's much more deeper. And we have this little mermaid here, don't we? This is the little mermaid. This mermaid is, you might be separate from them. You know, you might be feel like you're in another world to them. But of course, the mermaid lives in the sea, and the sea water is always about deep emotion. And so I feel like this is about their sort of deep emotions. They're maybe realising that they need to have deeper emotions. And also the mermaid reminds me of a mermaid, that like the siren that calls in the sailors. So it may be that they feel a strong pull from you, a strong pull to the connection, something like that. But let us get now some cards on, actually I'm going to have one of these cards before I do that. So what are their current thoughts about pile number one? What are their current thoughts about pile number one? So this one is nourish yourself. So yeah, there's something about this person having time or taking time to maybe love themselves a bit, or to look at themselves a bit, or to heal themselves a little bit. And in doing that, they, you know, because when we take time for ourselves, when we learn to nourish ourselves, we often feel better, don't we? And when we feel better, we vibrate higher, and therefore we, you know, we can offer more to other people, to our partner as well, because we're actually giving to ourselves. So there's something about that that's going on with this person. Okay, so let's now look at what's going to be their next move, what's going to be the next action towards you. Okay, so what is going to be pile number one's person's next move and next action towards pile number one? we have perception with the yin and the yang. So that could be balance. Okay, balancing things out here. What else have we got? Maybe their perception has changed. I think that's what I was touching on here. Their perception has changed about you and the connection. They realise that it's not just, that it's deeper, maybe deeper than that what they had perceived before. So what's going to be their next action? And maybe they now want to move towards a more balanced connection. That's going to be their next move. So what's their next action, their next move with pile number 1, please? What is their next action and their next move with pile number 1? Let's have a look and see what we have here. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Yeah, there's some learning. This person has had some sort of learning, some realisation here. Learning from past mistakes, right? And again, 25 cancels down to 7. And 7s are about, you know, being introspective, contemplating, doing a lot of thinking and soul searching, right? Gaining a lot of wisdom. So also elephants, making me think, you know, elephants are able to move huge obstacles out of the way, aren't they? Because of their size and their bulk and their strength. So it's making me feel this person is maybe their next action is to remove barriers or boulders or difficulties that maybe stand in the way of you and them, possibly. But let's get out the tarot. What is going to be pile number 1? And then at the end, I'm going to do some messages, so hang around for that. So what is pile number 1's person's next move or actions? Or next action with pile number 1, please. What's their next move? Their next action. So we have the 2 of Swords, right under the 2 of Wands, okay. What was the next move, the next action? We have the Knight of Wands again. So they're thinking of action and they're going to take action, and it's going to be swift. Then we have the Queen of Swords, the 10 of Cups, okay, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles, okay. So, and the overarching energy is the 8 of Pentacles. So this person definitely is going to take action to come towards you. Now, what's underneath there? We've got the 2 of Swords again, yeah. So it might have been stuck in a, this connection might have been, or this person might be thinking this connection was stuck in some sort of like connection which wasn't very deep, wasn't very loving, or was just about gratification. And now the action that they're going to take, and they are going to take action because we have this witch here working on a spell, really, working on a spell to master something or to make something happen. So she's doing her spell and her potion to make something happen, creating a potion to make something happen. So this person definitely wants to make something happen. And I believe the thing that they want to make happen, and it comes right under the Ace of Cups, which is the seed of love, the beginning, the new start in love. What their action is going to be is to create balance, as I said, with the yin and yang, balance and harmony with you and them, a really emotionally happy connection. They know that it's going to require work and maybe a lot of mixing and, you know, working things out to get just the right ingredients to come up with this emotional happiness and balance, which is what they are wanting. That is what their next action is going to be. And to have this tangible new beginning, a solid new beginning, something, because you've got the Pentacles here. So it's not just about passion and attraction and desire. Those ingredients are important. But I think what this person is, the next action is to level this connection up, is to take swift action, right, with the Knight of Wands here, because that's one of the swiftest knights in the deck, to level it up, to bring it to emotional, what they see as its full emotional potential, and out of that to have a tangible new beginning. And in the background you can see this little house here, so it makes me feel, I don't know if you can see it there in the camera, this little house, it's like a home. So I feel like this person, it comes next to this card, this person is wanting to create some kind of happy home with you, but they know it takes work. And with the Queen of Swords, what's at the core of that for them is that it feels like it's the right thing to do. It feels like it's the right thing to do. It feels like it's the thing to do that has the most integrity, the most authenticity, the most honesty. So this person is seeing that to come out of difficulties that might have been going on or tricky times, there needs to be absolute honesty and where it's balanced, where it's completely balanced, and maybe that wasn't going on before. And the Two of Swords says that they're going to come out of a stuck period. They're going to come out of maybe taking it being stuck, not really knowing what's going to be happening with it or what's going to be. I feel like the reason why I'm sort of deliberating over this card, I feel like this person is thinking, I'm going to take a chance. Maybe I'm going to take a chance on this connection. I'm just going to throw this sword and I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to hope that it hits the bullseye. Something like that. There could be something like that in it because they really want it to hit the bullseye. That's what they're aiming for. Maybe with their eyes closed here. They don't know what the outcome is. They don't know how you'll receive them. They don't know what's going to happen, but they're just going to take action anyway. They're just going to take action anyway, and they're just going to go for it because it feels like intuitively with the crow and the cat here, it feels like they're following their intuition. They're following their gut feeling, which is to just throw the knife and hope that it hits the bullseye because it feels right. So they're just going to go on feeling because they can't see. They don't know for sure what is going to happen in this situation, but they're just going to do it. Fantastic. Okay. And they might be at the moment preparing of how to do that. What action, how to take that action. They might be thinking, should I do it this way? Should I write them a letter? Should I, not that people write letters anymore, but should I send them a text? Should I phone them up? Should I, what am I going to do? How am I going to take the action? It may be as well that for some of you, they actually want to take you out. They're actually going to take you out. They're going to wine and dine you. They're going to declare their love or redeclare their love to you. They're going to say that they want to have a family with you. They're going to, it may be as well travel for some of you. With the Knight of Wands, they may be travelling towards you, for sure. They're going to, I feel like with this Page of Pentacles holding up this pentacle, they're going to really value. They've learned to value it, and they're going to show you that they really value the connection. That it's real for them. It's really real for them. So in terms of what have we got? So we've got all of the air signs and all of the fire signs. So we've got Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Pisces. We have also got Virgo energy. All right, let's just get a charm out on what's going to be their next move. What's their next action with pile number 1? Got 2 here. So what have we got here? It's funny because we've got a dragon again. So there's a dragon on top of this. What do dragons do? They breathe fire. This dragon is actually breathing fire. So maybe they just want to breathe some fire, some energy, some power into this connection. And they're all fired up. Because the Knight of Wands is somebody who's all fired up. They're fired up to take some powerful action towards you. And then we have this little fairy. It's a bit like the mermaid, like the fairy, the mermaid. They're all kind of magical. They're all sort of magical make-believe things, aren't they? So maybe this is like got a little bit of magic. This connection has some sort of magical element to it. Something that some intuitive connection for this person. Something that's otherworldly. Something that is just kind of draws them in. So I'm going to put that on the Queen of Cups again. And I think that's why you've got the card, the abundance card. Because it says the chalice overflows with potential. Drink from it and prosper. So this person is thinking there's a huge amount of potential for you and them. For love. For an abundance of love. Because we have the cup here overflowing. Let's get out some messages here for pile number 1 from their person. Let's see, what have we got? How are they thinking? What are their current thoughts? What's their next move? We have got obstacles. Look for ways around the obstacles to find happiness. And we had that with the elephant spirit, didn't we? You know, removing obstacles, if there are obstacles for some of you. What are the messages from pile number 1's person to pile number 1, please? No. What are the messages? Okay, we've got this one, which is tested. Your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. Again, that goes with the obstacles. Maybe there's been a lot of tests in this connection. What else have we got from pile number 1's person to pile number 1, please? 1111, my goodness. Do you know what? And again, you're probably not going to believe me when I say this to you, but this card doesn't often come out when I use this deck. And I was placing my decks before this reading, and as I was doing it, I saw this card at the bottom, and I thought to myself, I bet that one comes out at some point in the readings. And here we are, the 1111 sign. 1111 is an important number for twin flames. It's symbolised as the harmony and balance of soul counterparts. So maybe this is a twin flames connection for some of you, and this person has finally realised or elevated themselves, and they are ready for that absolute ultimate connection. If you believe in twin flames, that can be wonderful when it is a true twin flame connection, and you've got over all of the tests and the struggles and the hurdles and the obstacles that can happen along the path of, or along the journey of, a twin flame connection. But anyway, pile number 1, that has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell so you know immediately when I've uploaded, and also just giving me a thumbs up. That just takes a couple of seconds and I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number 2, welcome back to your reading. So lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining me. And today we are doing, what is your person's current thoughts about you and the connection, and what's going to be their next move with you, what's going to be their next action. And you chose to come into the reading under this card, which is the card that says mysteries, with this key here, and it says unlock ancient secrets. The past holds the keys to your future. Beautiful. Okay, right. And we have got the blue lace agate here as well. Now I've left in the pink howlite from the previous reading, so I've got to take that out. Maybe that's a message for you to listen to pile number 1, but only if you feel like you want to. You don't feel like you have to. But sometimes, sometimes it's a little sign, isn't it? But anyway, how is everyone doing? I hope you're really, really good. I apologise in advance. I've had a little cough for a number of weeks now. It is getting checked out and all of that, but it does sometimes interrupt the reading, so I apologise if that happens in advance. But just want to say as well, just sending you lots and lots of love and life, maybe, but love and light and health and all the rest of it. And just reminding you, of course, that it is a general reading, so please just take the messages that sit right with you, that feel right with you. And it's good for whenever you're watching it, no matter what time that is, whether it's straight away or a few months down the track. But let's get straight to it. So I'm going to look at their current thoughts first, like I did with pile number 1. So we're going to see what are their current thoughts for you, and then we're going to look at what's their next move with you, what's their next action. So let us ask for pile number 2 here. What is their person's current thoughts about pile number 2 and the connection, please? What is their person's current thoughts about pile number 2 and the connection? So I feel like I want to take that one actually. And let's see what it says. It says, oh my goodness me, marriage. The marriage of souls is the union of 2 divine opponents. Wow, okay, so let's just see, let's get some more on that, because that could mean, it could literally mean that they're thinking about marriage or union. Or connect, a deep connection, a commitment, that kind of thing. Maybe they want to unlock that, or take it to the next, maybe take the connection, they're thinking of taking the connection to the next level. At the moment, it doesn't look like, with the mysteries, it doesn't look like that's happening, or it doesn't look like that will be the case. But anyway, let's just do that there. Okay, so let's see. So what is pile number 2's person's current thoughts about pile number 2 and the connection. There might be a marriage in this connection. That's the other thing. There could be it could be a third party situation. There could be a marriage in it, possibly for some of you. Longevity, white chrysanthemum. Well, it's a little bit clearer now with the longevity. Because marriage, you go into, our marriage is a lifelong commitment. Also, funnily enough, this pagoda here in the background is reminding me of the Four of Wands and the 1111 sign. Funnily enough, I don't normally, yeah, it is. And we had the 1111 card come in pile number 1, and that might be why we had the pink Howlite in. So maybe there's some connection to pile number 1 with this pile. I don't know. It's up to you to look at it if you want to. But let's get out some tarot. We won't know until we've got out some tarot. So let's ask then, for pile number 2, please, what is their person's current thoughts? What is they might be keeping all this to themselves. If they're thinking about a commitment, a marriage, being in it for the long haul, all of that, it might be a mystery to you because you might think, gosh, I don't know anything about that. It's completely, I'm none the wiser kind of thing. So what are their current thoughts? So they may be keeping it secret with Unlock Ancient Secrets. What is pile number 1's person's current thoughts? So we have the Ace of Cups. That came out in pile number 1. We have the Hermit, the Page of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords. And the Page of Swords. There's a lot of thinking going on. And the Six of Cups. Right. So it could be, this is one way of reading this. The overarching energy is the Six of Cups, right? So the Six of Cups is a beautiful connection. It's a connection which is steeped in history and the past. So it could be that for some of you, you are in a long-term connection with someone and you're asking what their current thoughts are. There's a lot of love between you, a lot of shared history. And this person is maybe thinking, even though you're in a long-term connection, maybe you haven't shown commitment to the outside world in terms of, a formal way like marriage, engagement, that kind of thing. And maybe this person is thinking, with the King of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Hermit, doing a lot of reflection on taking it to the next level. Or it could be, because the card can also be reconciliation, this person is thinking of some kind of reconciliation with you, or they just have really, really sweet memories of you, or they're thinking really highly of you. They are thinking in a very, very loving way about you. But it could be that with the Mysteries card as well, that they're not necessarily showing you that for some reason, because the Hermit card is a card of aloneness. And the King of Swords and the Page of Swords. Swords are known for their thinking, their clarity, their direct communication. They are, they do the right thing, their honesty, but they're not the suit that is most showy in terms of their feelings. So this person could be having a lot of deep feelings and thinking that you are that person for them, that you are that soulmate connection, that you are that that divine connection, but they don't necessarily demonstrate that. They don't necessarily show it, but nonetheless, they think that of you. It could be that you are in separation from this person with the Hermit, and this person is thinking a lot about that. That might be why you got the Mysteries as the main card. That the situation is maybe you're separate from each other. They don't know much about what's going on in your life at the moment. You might be keeping yourself to yourself. You might be a mystery, and they want to kind of unlock that again. And they are thinking, trying to gain wisdom, trying to gain clarity, trying to get to the other side, which might be, towards you, trying to cross over. If there's any bridge or obstacle between you and them, trying to cross that by maybe improving themselves, learning more about themselves, healing in some way, because they feel this love for you, and they want to work out whatever's gone wrong, and they want to find a solution to whatever might have gone wrong. And the Ace of Cups says that they are thinking about a new seed or a new start in love with you. Or it could be that you are in the beginnings of a relationship with this person and they seem a bit distant, or you're not sure what they think, because they're not, they're not sharing much with you. That could be the other way. They're a bit of a mystery. So it could have just started, and like when you just start off with somebody, it takes time to get to know one another, doesn't it? It takes time to be comfortable enough to be able to be open with one another. You have to build up trust, all of that. So there can be a little bit of confusion at the start of relationships, or a little bit of miscommunication, or you make a few mistakes with each other. And it could be that this person, you're just thinking this person isn't really telling you much about how they're feeling or thinking or anything like that. But this person is definitely thinking that you have the key to their heart. You definitely have the key to their heart. And there is a huge potential for you and them, but they're just not able to express that right now because maybe they're just a bit shy in coming forwards, or not very good at expressing themselves. But they think that nonetheless, because we've got this marriage and this longevity and union and all the rest of it. So yeah, it could be that the situation is in its early stages. That's the other way of reading it. It could be like an early connection, and it's all a bit, you're not really sure. But this person is definitely thinking that you and them, there's huge potential for you and them. But if you're with them, it could be that they're just holding back a bit. They seem a bit distant. They're a bit detached. You're not. Sometimes they go into themselves. Maybe they go into their man cave, literally, and you're just wondering what on earth are they thinking. Sometimes it can be a bit like that with guys, can't it, really? Where they are a bit of a constant mystery, because obviously men and women are very different, or male and female energy is very different. But this person nevertheless thinks very highly of you, thinks that you and them is currently thinking that you and them have got, are a soulmate connection, and, they want to have this long-term connection with you. Or like I said, if it's in separation, they want a new beginning here, reconciliation. They are looking back over memories. They are, they're being nostalgic about the connection. They're realising maybe what they've lost. But you might be completely in a no-contact situation with them, or in a separate situation with them, and it's a mystery because they don't know what... They're curious. They're still, with the Page of Swords, still very curious about you. They want to come up with a solution to get closer, to have this new beginning with you. So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. So what do we have? So we have all of the all signs of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've got Virgo. We have we also have Taurus and Capricorn. And of course we have all the air signs of Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. So let's get out a charm on what are their current thoughts. What's Pile number 2's person's current thoughts? I've got 2 here. Well, cats are very mysterious, aren't they? We've got a little cat here. Cats are very, very, very mysterious. They're not as open or as friendly as dogs. They're much more keeping themselves to themselves. So it could be that the situation is that somebody's keeping themselves to themselves, or they're not opening up with how they're really thinking. This person might be just keeping it all in. Also, it's about 9 lives, reconciliation. So it could mean that this person is thinking about a reconciliation for this connection. Of course, we've got the yin and the yang, which is maybe this person is thinking about bringing things back into balance, or balancing the connection out in some way. And we have the dragon. Now, again, the dragon doesn't often come out in the charms when I pull them, but the dragon actually came out in pile number 1. So maybe there's been some heat in this connection. Maybe there's been some fire. Maybe it has burned in some way. But it could also be that this person wants to breathe fire or heat back into this connection, wants to kind of start it up again. There we go. Okay, so let us now get some cards on what's going to be their next move. What's their next action? So what is going to be pile number 1's person's next move or next action with pile number 1? What is going to be their next move or their next action with pile number 1, please? I'm going to take that one out. Perception. Now, again, this came out in pile number 1. So I think we've had about the 4th or the 5th sign for you maybe to listen to pile number 1 if you feel inclined to it. So again, it's exactly that yin-yang symbol, which is about balance, balancing something out. We've also got the lotus, what looks like the lotus flower here, which is, the lotus flower pushes up through the mud. It goes through a lot of obstacles and difficulties. and it comes out in a sort of perfect state. So maybe all this, sort of what I'm saying is like, you know, you're thinking to yourself, what on earth is she talking about? It's not like that at the moment at all between me and my person, but that's why you got the mysteries, is because it's actually going to be unlocked. And you've got the past holds the keys to your future. So this is a past, you know, this connection. This is also the card of the past, the Six of Cups. So it's definitely a huge clue for reconciliation. Somebody from the past coming back. If it's, you know, some sort of separation situation here. But let's get another one. So what is pile number? So their action, their next move is to create balance. What is pile number 2's action or next move with pile number 2, please? What are their actions, next move with pile number 2? What is their actions or next move with pile number 2? Oh, it's not really being made clear to me. There we go. Let's go for that one. Oh, butterfly. Transformation is beautiful. Yeah, some sort of transformation. Something where something's going to transform. Maybe into something, you know, maybe it's going to transform into something long-term, committed. Yeah, something like that. And this person wants that to happen. Or it's going to level up to the next level. Wherever it is at, it's going to level up to the next level, because it says transformation is beautiful. So it's going to be a beautiful level up in some way. So let us get out some tarot here. What is pile, and I'm going to do some messages at the end, so hang around till then. So what is pile number 2's person's next move or next action? So to bring it into balance and to transform it, to level it up, maybe. Let's have a look. What's going to be the next move, the next action? We have the Death card. Well, you've got transformation, you've got transformation. You've got the 4 of Swords. We've got the 9 of Swords. We've got the Chariot. Not the 2 of Wands, but the Chariot. And we've got the 4 of Pentacles. And the overarching energy is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so what is going to be their next? Oh, what's that underneath? The 9 of Wands. Right. What is going to be their next action? Now, there's obviously something about this person wondering about whether it's the right thing. If you're in separation, wondering about whether it's the right thing to come back towards you. Because we've got this way, we've got that way. Or wondering whether it's the right thing. Whether it's the right thing to come back into this connection. I feel like they're a little bit torn, really, in terms of what they should do next. Right? But they will overcome that because you've got the Knight of Wands here. So maybe they are unsure of what action to take to come towards you. I think that might be it as well. So they're debating with the 2 of this way or that way, and also with the Death card, which is got 2 doors here. They're debating about what action to take, how to come towards you, what will be the best way to do it. Because the 4 of Swords says they are wondering whether they need a bit more time, whether they need a little bit more time contemplating what to do, what action to take. The 9 of Swords, there's a lot of stress. They seem to be going through a lot of stress about what to do next, about what's going to be their next action. They definitely, with the 4 of Pentacles, want to hold on to what they've got with you, because the 4 of Pentacles is like a holding on energy. But it's something about what should I do? How should I do it? Not whether I should do it, how should I do it? Yeah, something like that. It may be for some of you that this situation is, in separation, or it's kind of the cord has nearly been cut or severed, and maybe this person realises that. that it could, I think that's why there's so much deliberation about how they come towards you, how they say this, because I think they realise that the connection is very, very, very precarious, and one wrong move could sever it, right? So that's why they need to contemplate a lot about what they do and how they do it. And look at all this person surrounded by books, surrounded by paper. So they might be trying to have got a lot of guidance, a lot of ideas to work out how to come towards you, because they realise that if they go the wrong way, you've got this way in black and this that way in white. So to me, it's like light and shade. If they go the wrong way, or if they do it in the wrong way, it can lead to the downfall of the connection. It can be severed. And they don't want that. They want to hold on to the connection. They want to hold on to it. And then the overarching energy is the Knight of Wands, which tells me that they are wanting to take action. The Knight of Wands is like a card of action. It's a card of going towards something with power, because you have the dragon with power, with passion, with desire. So maybe their next action is they're doing a lot of contemplating about how to do it, and how they're eventually going to do it is to be very bold. Is to just be very bold and tell you very in an upfront way how they feel. You know, what they're all about, their desire and passion and feeling for you. So that's kind of what they are going to do. I feel like they're going to come towards you and they're going to tell you directly and in a very impassioned way how they feel. How maybe also to tell you how much they've suffered, or they feel that they've suffered if they've not been with you. If you're together, I feel like this person might be thinking, this person might be quite stressed at the moment. You might be noticing that your partner's quite stressed, quite low in mood, quite low in spirits. Maybe they've been not very clear with you, or not very, you haven't, they've kept you guessing. But it could be because there's some sort of internal struggle going on within them. Maybe they're just very stressed and they need a break, or they need a rest or something like that. Maybe they've been quite stubborn or quite hard to reach. But I think really their next move is to somehow revive. I think they're going to revive in some way here. They're going to transform, they're going to revive, they're going to get their mojo back, if you know what I mean. They're going to come out of this, they're going to transform. And it may be that they're going to transform because they realise or recognise that if they don't, they could lose you. They could lose the connection, and they don't want that. They want to hold on to the connection, right? So their next move is to revive, is to sort themselves out a little bit, is to get back into the situation with a bit more passion, with a bit more vigour, with a bit more fire, really. Because maybe they've realised that if they don't, like I say, if they don't do that, they could lose it, something like that. Okay, so in terms of what have we got here? So we've got Scorpio. We've also got what have we got? Sorry, we've also got Libra and Gemini, Cancer and Capricorn, and also all the fire signs of Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. So maybe the next section as well is to bring a bit of passion into the situation, to bring a bit of oomph, to bring a bit of vitality, because all these cards are pretty low in vitality, or a lot of worry and stress. There's not much confidence. To be bold and be confident in the connection again, something like that, with you and with the connection. Okay, so let us now get some charms on what's going to be their next move, what they're going to do. What's the next action? I'm just going to take out that one actually, which is, the dog, which is loyalty. So maybe they're going to have a renewed sense of loyalty and protect the connection, right? Like the Four of Pentacles, to hold on to it, to protect it. Maybe it's in danger here. Let us now get out one of these cards. So what is their next move? What is their next move? Or what are they going to do? What's their action, please? What's their next move? Towards pile number 2. You are awesome. Yeah, they're gonna kind of revive and tell you, show you, say, you know, demonstrate their themselves, demonstrate their feelings, really, by saying you are awesome, by valuing you, by suddenly waking up and thinking, I need to value this a bit more, instead of having all this kind of gloom and doom or getting caught up in my own stuff. I need to recognise that I'm with this person, or recognise that I want to be with this person, and show them that. Right, what else have we got? So what messages have we got from pile number 2's person to pile number 2, please? What are the messages here? Obstacles. This came out in pile number 1. Look for ways around obstacles to find happiness. Okay. What are their thoughts? And also, what is their next move? Marriage. Now look, come on. It could be that you're either in a marriage and you're having a slump at the minute and it's going to have a revival, or this person wants union with you, wants to have a long union with you, and they're going to take action towards that. Marriage of souls is a union of 2 divine counterparts blending together. Okay. What else? It could be that there is a marriage somehow in this situation. Learn. Let love show you how to learn from each other. Okay, and then we have one more. And what is the messages from pile number 2's person? Challenges. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. So there you go, pile number 2. That has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number 3, welcome back to your reading. So lovely to have you here with me to have this pick a card reading. And today we're going to be doing what is your person's current thoughts about you and the connection, and what is going to be their next move with you or the next action. And you chose to come into the reading under the card, this card, which is Serenity. Find serenity in nature's embrace. Nature is your sanctuary. Okay, so let's put that there. That's beautiful. With the Turratilla Agate here. There we go. And I'm just going to put that there so you can see it. Lovely. So I hope everyone's well. How are you doing? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how you are. I just want to apologise in advance. I do have a little bit of a niggly cough. It's been going on for a few weeks now, and I'm getting it all checked out. So I apologise if I cough a little bit in the readings. I've noticed I've been doing that, so I'm sorry about that. And I just want to say I want to send you all my love and light as always, as I always do. Wishing you health and happiness. And reminding you, of course, that it is a general reading, so please just take the messages that feel right for you, and also it's timeless, so it's good for whenever you're finding it. But let's get straight to it. So what we're going to do, like we did in pile number 1 and 2, we're going to look at what are their current thoughts first of all, and then we're going to look at what's the next action, the next move with you. So let's get straight to it with some oracle cards. For pile number 3, what is their person's current thoughts, please? What is their person's current thoughts about them and the connection? What are their current thoughts about them and the connection? Oh my goodness, true love. Wow. So true love appears when you least expect it. I don't know why, but I'm getting autumn as sort of a timing thing. So all this, when I saw this card straight away, I just thought of all these leaves. They look like autumnal leaves, the colours of autumn. Or where I am, obviously I'm in London, in the northern hemisphere, so we are moving in. We're sort of a late summer moving into autumn, so that might mean something to some of you, that timing thing there. And also this tree's reminding me of autumn because we've got a lot of autumnal type leaves there. Okay, but we have true love. Okay, so this is, we're asking what are they thinking, what are their current thoughts. Let's get here. So maybe they're thinking of something around autumn, or doing something around autumn, or expressing something around autumn. What are their current thoughts for pile number 3? What are their current thoughts about pile number 3? The connection we have. Dedication with the, is it the Edelweiss? Do you say Edelweiss? Is that the German pronunciation for this flower? It's Edelweiss or Edelweiss. Okay, it's lovely, isn't it? And we've got the word dedication. True love, dedication, serenity, beautiful energy. Calm, it's a very calm, peaceful energy, isn't it? Loving energy. Let's get out the cards here. So let's get out the tarot. So let's ask for pile number 3, what is their person's current thoughts about them and about the connection? What are their current thoughts? We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the 4 card. And we have the 4 of Wands. And the overarching energy, 8 of Swords. Now at the moment, the situation could be stuck, or they may feel stuck in the situation. This is almost the opposite to Serenity. So they may be very stressed, and they may, in the situation or about the situation or something like that, and they may be looking for some calm, some serenity in it, some peace in it, because it could be as well with the 5 of Cups that they feel or they're thinking there's a lot of disappointment in the connection somehow. Maybe they've lost, maybe they have lost something and they're focusing very much in on that loss. Or there's a focus, maybe there's a maybe they're thinking there's a focus with you or with them or both of you on what's not right in the connection, what's being lost in the connection, and not a focus on what's still there. Because also with the 5 of Cups you have what's, you know, often it's the 3 of Cups, a thing that you're losing or that you're disappointed about that you're focusing on, rather than the other cups that are still there. So maybe this person is thinking, or perhaps they feel they're being made to think, or the situation is such that there's an emphasis on the loss or on the lack in the situation. And that is also around giving them a feeling of stress, of feeling stuck, something like that. But this person is thinking that they want a shift in perspective in this connection. They're thinking, and maybe if you're in separation with the Serenity card, if you're on your own, not with this person is having a shift in perspective with the Hanged Man. They're seeing from a different point of view, and they are, yeah, they're wanting some sort of new beginning here, maybe taking a risk with you, having a new beginning. The 4 of Wands is, funnily enough, it's really funny because the 4 of Wands is often associated with the 1111 sign. And I think we had the 1111 symbol come out in all of the readings in one form or another. So that might be something to be aware of. But this person is thinking of, this person could be thinking of commitment here, because the 4 of Wands can often mean the marriage card. And you've got true love when you least expect it. So it might be that this situation is in separation, or there's a focus on loss, or it's not going through a very good stage at the moment. You feel like you're losing it, or they think that they're losing it. And in actual fact, there's still potential left in the connection. This person is thinking there's still potential left in the connection. There's still love left in the connection. We can have a new beginning. But maybe they don't feel stuck, but maybe the connection itself is stuck. It's not moving. It's you can't see a way forward in it. It feels clogged. It feels, but it's not reality. It's not the reality in the sense that, you know, it's basically maybe the way you and them are thinking about the situation, getting yourself all tied up in knots, when in actual fact it's not really the reality of it. And maybe what they're thinking is, well, the reality is that we care a lot about each other, we love each other, that there's a lot of dedication in this connection, and that we can start this connection again. We can have this, you know, we can celebrate it again. We can get into celebration again. We can move it from a state of lack or loss or disappointment into a better state. You know, we can shift our perspective, if you like, by working at it, by talking to each other, by working with each other, by dedicating, you know, by being dedicated towards the connection, the light. And I also feel like this is she looking a little, it looks like a little candle or a little, either a little candle or a little seed. But either way, it's like, let's focus, okay, let's focus on growth, on light, on positivity. If we can master that, right, then we can shift our perspective and lose this sense of disappointment in the connection. Okay, that's what this person is thinking. But maybe we need to shift our perspective to a more loving perspective, to a more where we're calmer with each other somehow, or where we're healing, where we've healed a little bit. And maybe this is around the time of autumn. So maybe this person is thinking in autumn, because autumn is also about, you know, shedding of the old, isn't it? Shedding of the old. You know, things are dying off. Nature is dying. It's going to sleep. We know we're getting rid of all of the, you know, everything is kind of dying, but there's rebirth. There's a promise of rebirth, of renewal. So I feel like maybe in the autumn, this person is thinking of that this shift will happen in the autumn time, or looking towards things being different in the autumn time, or things you know, changing. It's a season of change, a cycle of change. Maybe they're just thinking that they want a cycle and a season of change, because obviously each new season is change, isn't it? But let's see what else we've got. Sorry, let's see the zodiac sign. So we've got Virgo, we've got Pisces, we've got Scorpio, we've got Aries, and we've also got Gemini energy here. Let's get out some charms on what are they thinking? What's their current thinking, please? What are they currently thinking about pile number 3 and the connection? So we've got, yeah, look, we've got loyalty. There's something about, you know, being loyal to this connection still being loyal to this connection, wanting to protect this connection, being dedicated to it. And also we've got this little 2, yeah, this kind of hearts. It's almost reminded me of the 4 of Wands. So yeah, this kind of like soulmate, twin flame type, this strong bond that still exists. This person thinks this is still there for you and them, but then it's just about shedding the disappointment, shedding the stress, shedding the feeling of stuckness, because it's not reality, it's not the real you and them. And maybe they're thinking, you know, there needs to be some calm in the situation. Maybe they're thinking as well that they're, you know, that if you know, maybe you need a little break from each other to come back together. Or maybe they're thinking if you are on a break, take the time to heal, take the time to recover, take the time to value something like that, value the connection, with a view for it to revive, to return, to have a new beginning, to have a new start, to embrace the risks of that and celebrate it, something like that. But let's now look and see what's going to be their next move, or what's going to be their next action with you. So what is going to be pile number 3's person's next action, next move with pile number 3, please? What's their next action, their next move? And I'm going to be doing messages as well at the end, so please do hang around. What is going to be their next messages? Not their next messages. I mean, a message might be their next move. Let's see. What's going to be their next move, their next action with pile number 3? Discernment. Okay. So using their discernment. Choosing wisely. What is going to be their next action? Taking a wise course of action. What is going to be their next move, their next action, please? Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Card number 44. Right, okay, let's get out the tarot. What is going to be their next action, please? Their next move with pile number 3. So we have, this came out in pile number 2, actually, in this position. Then we have the 6 of Swords. What's going to be their next action? The World. The 5 of Wands. The 6 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. What's that underneath there? And the Sun. I think their next action is to sort of create some kind of new cycle with you, because the World is like the end of a cycle. I think it comes right under the 5 of Cups, so it's the end of that cycle of disappointment in the connection. It's the end of feeling disappointed. So the next action is to create an atmosphere of warmth with the Sun card, with the 10 of Pentacles. Is to create an atmosphere, to create something with you which is happy, really, because the 10 of Pentacles is like a total, an excess of happiness in the material world, you know, where you've got everything that you want, everything that you need. You've got your partner, your kids, your dog, your house, everything, and it feels very, very, very happy. So a sense of connection. There's a lot of connection in these cards. So I feel like this person is wanting to end disappointment, right? Just to throw that away, to get rid of that feeling, and to feel lighter, to somehow to create a situation where they feel lighter in the situation, where you feel lighter in the situation, to maybe realise that there are challenges, and in order for that to happen, there might be a few difficult conversations that you have to have, you know, but to sort of like argue it out, to have it out, really, to just kind of get rid of all the tension, all the difficulties, you know, to really have a strong heart-to-heart where things are said, you know, where you get everything out in the open, you air your concerns. I think that's what the next action is to maybe ask for you and them to have a heart-to-heart, a full heart-to-heart, where you just air everything, and you get everything out in the open. All the things that you haven't been happy with, all the things that they haven't been happy with. And that might, you know, that might be a bit of a challenge, right? It's a bit of a challenge, but it's almost like, let's just air our dirty laundry. Let's get it all out. Let's just, you know, get it all out on the table, lay it all out, and get over it. So that's kind of what they want to do. So maybe to initiate this kind of communication with you, this conversation, because I think what they want to do is transform it. The idea is to transform it, because I think what I said in pile number 2 as well, there's a strong chance that this connection might be lost. Maybe they're thinking this connection might be lost because of disappointments. Or, you know, we could maybe we're at a crossroads. We could close the door on the connection, or we could leave it open, and it's a thin line, really. So we need to transform it. We need to shift our perspective. We need to move away from the 6 of Swords, from difficulties, from rough waters, from you know, we need to escape all the stress in the situation. We need to get rid of that, and so we have to do that by having a good heart-to-heart conversation. And maybe if there's been other things interfering in the connection, or other issues that are around the connection, or other people getting their penny's worth into the connection, then maybe we have to sort that out. Maybe we have to get rid of all of that and refocus on just me and you. And then when we've done all of that, when we've actually aired all our concerns, we've had a good heart-to-heart, we've maybe had a few arguments, we've maybe got everything out in the open, but we've cleared the air. The point is, we have cleared the air, okay? And then once we've done that, we are then in a much better place with the 6 of Pentacles to give again to each other. Yeah, to give and take from each other. We've reached a bit more of a balanced situation. We are calmer. Yeah, out of all this tension is calm, right? So it's like something like this person feels like we need to just get it all off our chest, and that's what I want to do. I want to initiate that. I want to have that conversation with you. I want to get it all off my chest, so that we can have this new, more carefree, lighter more serene, calmer cycle with each other, a cycle where we can begin again, where we can be happy, where we can really be loving towards each other. But with something we need to shift where we are now. This person is thinking that, and they want to take action towards that through some sort of conversation with you, or some sort of dialogue with you. And that's what they're going to be doing. And it could be that for some of you that's around sort of autumn time, or that happens around autumn time, with the autumn that I had there. Okay, because, you know, they feel essentially that the overarching energy of this connection is happiness, is, you know, to be happy together, is connection. But maybe some disappointment has got in the way, or you've lost sight of that. And this person was wanting to thinking we need to regain sight of that. Otherwise we could lose it, and we need to be honest with each other and get everything out in the open, really. So what have we got? Let's have some charms here. So that's going to be their next action. We've got a few here. Yeah, so I feel like this is, we've got the clover here, which is about the 4-leaf clover, which is about luck. So this person is thinking or wanting, hoping for luck in this situation as well. Star, healing. They're wanting healing in this situation. And health, for it to be healthy again with the Sun card, for it to function in a healthy way again. Again, we've got 2 stars. Okay, so there's a lot of hope for this connection, a lot of healing. Yeah, let's see clearly again. Let's find a way back to each other. Let's see clearly. Let's find our way home again. And then also let's revive with the cat here. Let's revive. The cat has 9 lives. It never dies. Let's revive this connection. Let's have a new beginning. Let's have a new start. Right, okay, let's get some message. Let's have one of these cards, actually. So what are they thinking? What's going to be their next action towards pile number 3? We have play. Yeah, exactly. We need to lighten this connection up. We need to have fun again. We need to reconnect. We need to remember who we are. We need to be happy again. We need to know that we love each other again. We need to get rid of disappointment or upset, you know, or we need to refocus on what, you know, on the good things in our connection. Let's see, so let's have some messages here. What messages are there for pile number 3 from their person? Cherish your relationship. Exactly, cherish. We need to remember to cherish our relationship, to start working on cherishing our connection again. Obstacles. I think this has come out in all the 3 readings. Look for ways around the obstacles to find happiness. Okay. What else have we got for part number 3? My goodness me, look, you had true love, you had love. Love conquers all. There's definitely love in this connection. This person is saying, let's remember the love that is in this connection. That's what they are saying. That's what they're thinking. Your spiritual journey is beginning. So there you go, part number 3. That has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the like button. It just takes a couple of seconds, and the subscribe button and the notification bell so you always know when I'm uploading. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.